amazing, you know, day of grand finals in our mixed division. So, getting a little warmed up here on the mic as the teams are going to get warmed up here in the grand finals. So, right off the rip, Stoic drops for Lottery and Spade goes down for Warriors as we see several members go down.
Well, starting off here, I feel like both these teams are playing it really conservatively. They're trying to get this initial overshield fadeaway stopping life killer before he can. Glenn Falcon going in, quickly grabs it, gets a melee. Oh my goodness, scaring us there. I thought he was about to go down. Stays alive, but unfortunately, that was a really big play by that lottery member. And I'm sorry if their name is leaving me right now, but to take away that overshield from Worriers, unfortunately, Warriors off to a really good start. Unfortunate if you're lottery because here they are with a 30-point lead and counting.
Yeah,
Warriors holding it down.
this map is has a strong snowball effect. I feel like out of nowhere, a team starts scoring and it just leads into a massive lead. Stoic here, trying to get the shots onto Glenn Falcon does, but somehow Fadeaway gets the trade onto Stoic to help out the teammate and their damage. And right now it could turn into a recipe for success for Warriors, but Lottery now finally have their foothold here and are trying to make something happen with their map control.
And right now, I really don't like Lottery's position trying to hold down A and C. What I feel like they should do once they get a few members down, like here they have 3 down with Lottery, I want them now to push towards B, get that under their control. And then from there, if they feel more comfortable with C, rotate and get that under control. But
Yeah.
they also have to strike a delicate balance because this new overshield's coming up. Warriors have got it again. Stoic trying to stop Glenn Falcon, and they take him down. So that was the other thing I was about to say. Just you got to keep control of that overshield on this map. That overshield, if you're in a tight spot with your team, you can use that to break an enemy setup.
Yeah, and right now, just the team in red lottery are able to continue to keep their setup alive. They've flipped the spawns to C for the enemy team, so they're getting out their pings and all the information that they can gather right now for the engagement that is about to unfold. And it's a trade at that 8 point as that score gets tied and switches in favor for the team in red.
Now here we have Warriors reestablishing control. They're taking B back. They're trying to take A, but Lottery doing exactly, I guess they had a fly on the wall here because here they are trying to maintain control of A, but Warriors
Mhm.
keeps that from happening. They have gotten back in the lead, 54 points and counting. This is like you were predicting, this is a really close game already. This is definitely going to be a really close series to watch.
Yeah, and I was kind of eating my words there, just because Lottery looked to have done enough to gather the lead, but no Warriors just stopped Lottery's collection of points right as they tied things up, and now have gone in to just have an authoritative hold over this interference map and quickly have doubled their lead right now with Dark Lord trying to push and make something happen for Lottery as they go into this B point, but it's just too much in the open. Dark
Oh
Lord drops
no,
down and no, but somehow Lottery flips the points.
that is crazy. That Ed's there in the midst of that, and oh, life killer taking away the life and stealing the overshield with that really clutch back smack. Good job.
Yeah, right there.
Helping
That
maintain
is
the A control.
crazy.
That's a pivotal play right there. Warriors getting that overshield would have spelled doom most likely for them having any semblance of control right now.
Yeah, back and forth right now. It definitely is something to take note of. And what would you want to see right now, just right off the rip, as Lottery are trying to inch their way towards 100 points? What are you seeing to be the difference maker in the map so far? Is it just the power items, or is it just the ability for each team to kind of work together, or is it too early to see as Warriors just continue to keep things close as Lottery have their momentum stopped.
Well, what I'm liking right now is I'm seeing pretty much exactly what I would have wanted to do if I was in this match playing, which is keep control as long as you can, rotate as needed, and really it's been the rotations that have gotten Lottery to where they're at.
Mhm.
They are they are doing a better job of rotating when necessary and capturing whatever they need to capture on their side. Like they stayed alive at A base as long as possible. Once they had the numbers, they pushed B immediately, and they did that even as Worriers were flipping C and
Yeah,
maintain their lead because of it.
yeah, it feels like a Lottery are pretty fearless on that B point, where Warriors may be a little timid to go into the open like that. And now it is a 2v2 as a couple members on Warriors start to spawn in before Lottery get their full team up, and Warriors taking advantage of that one person or now two people up in favor for them on the map. But as I say that, somehow some way Lottery just continues to make things tough as they spawn in and just continue to get damage, from the moment that they can.
They've definitely been keeping things tough, but right there, Warriors, they had a pretty easy path to getting B. They managed to get the new overshield that spawned. They got a 2 down, 3 down out of Lottery, and they were able to convert it because of that. Now, Warriors are in the position that Lottery was just a minute ago. They have control of the map. They're rotating as Lottery spawns across. They're not yet in the lead, but they're counting down and getting close. As very nice, perfect there. Very nice, perfect there from I believe it was Slick. And please correct me if I'm wrong. Um,
Hmm.
Life Killer pushing over across B bridge. Life Killer and Pretty Pink taking B back into Lottery's hands. But Slick pushing over to A, trying to keep Lottery from scoring. Lottery stepping in immediately, and Slick winning the big one-on-one. Lottery
Oof.
not scoring anymore.
Yeah, even though Warriors were able to get some nice wins with their 1v1s right there, that 8-point flips, but not for long. Warriors continue to just lean on the information that their teammates are giving out right now. I can just feel the call out saying, hey, they're on this point, they're weak, you can get them and they're not aware of you. As we see the triple kill from Killer that I guarantee you was the result of good information given out through the comms that I wish we can listen in right now, but we're still predicting here as the score hits 140 1 to 133 with 8 minutes left. Slick grabs his OS and somehow gets away with their life, popping that overshield and continuing to put out damage in the middle of the map.
Yeah, it is good he got away with that overshield, but it's already melted. It's all pretty much already gone. And then here we are. Here we are with Lottery still maintaining control of A base. There's 2 alive currently. And what I would do if I was Lottery here is, if I've got the numbers for it, I would say just let's push over to C. Push over to C, take control of that first, then we can push towards B.
Yeah.
But Lottery now temporarily under the eye of a triple cap. Dark Lord pushing into Whitehall, gets taken down by Glenn Falcon. The caster's curse coming into play. Glenn Falcon down in Stewart's now. Taken
Right
down.
now,
Another one, an underpass.
it was just 3 down for Lottery right there. I just wanted to take note of just how overwhelming Warriors have been. But again, it feels like whenever I mention this team slaying out the other team, it doesn't really matter because those objectives still flip due to the spawns on the map or just someone's rotation. So it is interesting to see how these teams are just moving. And to your point, I feel like Warriors were great, or Lottery, excuse me, were great at rotating throughout the entire map, and we just see them camped out at that B point, trying to stay alive, playing a little bit conservative here, but just continue to drop as it's 2v2 on the map once again.
And I'm actually not all that big a fan of the overextension here from Dark Lord. He's got his team 2 down now. Pretty in Pink flipping A in order to maintain control, but I would have said let's hold back, maintain C control. You know, the overshield's coming up here pretty soon, and Glenn Falcon with a nice perfect picks up the overshield. That's a big loss there for Lottery. That's not a good situation to be in. As the overshield player pushes in, scares me a little bit with those shots, but maintain Warriors maintaining control. It feels like every time we say, "Oh, this team is maintaining control really well. This team's doing this really well," all of a sudden the other team puts our words back into our mouths. As Lottery puts 3 people on A base to take it, but Warriors able to weather the storm and flip A to once again begin scoring.
Yeah, 3 down for Lottery once again, and somehow, some way, it's just back and forth, back and forth. How many times did we think, oh, this team's gonna go on a run right now, or this team's gonna go on another run right now? But it's the score's within 5 points right now as the team in red tries to flip that B point. I know for Lottery, that's kind of been their favorite point throughout the entire map, as we see Pretty in Pink get the nice double kill on screen. Thrusters are up. I know with the recent tweak to those thrusters, they're not as useful, so I don't know if teams are going to prioritize this as much. But as I'm yapping, Lottery crossed the 210 point mark, and now surely should be in grand position to finish off this first map.
Hey, I would say never say never. Both these teams have been proving us wrong. That said, Lottery's position looks a lot stronger. They have a solid A-B hold. Warriors is currently 2 down, and Fadeaway is trying to solo push B, but I don't think he's going to be able to stop the clock long enough, especially because there is a member of Lottery there. Takes him down, but his teammate comes in, Life Killer, steals it away.
Yeah, right there with the heat wave AR coming out. These GAs have gone out the window, and you know what? I'm here for it right now. It's gonna give us a feisty series
Oh
as
no, the overshield gets
somehow
backsmacked.
that overshield does get backsmacked in. Lottery, take map 1.
Let's see, or let's trap them back in blue, whatever they might prefer to do, as, oh no, that teammate coming in for Pretty and Pink. Thankfully picks up Slick. And just
right
fearlessly challenging Glenn Falcon as well. Good gracious. Trying to make up for it.
With camo up, they definitely wanted it, but I feel like Glenn Falcon was the smarter member in that situation, backing off and getting the camo and shock rifle in hand before looking to get a slay. You know, the team dropped around Glenn Falcon, but things are still tied, and Warriors find themselves in the lead because of the discipline that Glenn had. Oh, and nice shots right there. That's just a nice play.
That's just the discipline there was very, very nice. There'd be plenty of people who wouldn't even necessarily be wrong to have shot Pretty and Pink before they came up the lift. The patience there with the camo and shock rifle, just amazing. And there's a reason that both of these teams are in the championship right now. Darklord though saying, you know what, I know you made it to the championship. I want to take the win here.
I feel like I need to start taking a sip of an adult beverage every single time I see the BR come out in a Halo Rec League match. I don't know how I would feel after 3 hours of casting, but it definitely is something that I always take note of when someone picks that up. I feel like every single map at this point. So score is 7-10 with about a minute and a half being played here, and Quick just trying to get information for their team. I don't think anybody has too much information, has too much awareness of what's happening, except Warriors are set up pretty nicely here, and Quick is able to stay alive here, but not for long, as unfortunately they might have just gotten averaged right there, leading to Lottery dropping 2 members and exchanges happening all across the map.
6-kill lead currently for Warriors. What I'd like to see from Lottery, though, I keep seeing them kind of caught out on their own. Makes you wonder if maybe Warriors had a fly in the wall here. They heard, hey, they might be wanting to pinch us. They might want to trap us. Let's try and keep that from happening. The
Hmm.
thing I want to see from Warriors here as the lead increases to 9 point now. Or I'm sorry, not from Warriors, from Lottery. The thing I want to see from them as
Yeah.
they're trapped in blue is don't over challenge, don't overcommit right now. The R team has a lead. They can afford to throw some bodies at you. Stay together, shoot together, pick up whatever kills that you can, and try not to give up any of your own.
And I think this might be the largest lead we've seen throughout this entire series. I know the Strongholds and Slayer are two different game modes, but it's just notable in seeing that scoreboard have just such a difference because of how close the last match was. So Stoic here trying to get the engagement going at Flowers, gets the slay onto Spade. Glenn Falcon has just been at that top nest area for the last couple minutes, just being a pest, as we like to say, as Fadeaway gets a couple shots taken to the back, but, stays alive. And, I'm going to pause for a second to see Stoic right now at Blue, trying to get the last member of Warriors down to the death screen, but Spade just refusing to drop.
Well, Lottery has done a pretty good job here bringing it back, but the sticks coming out of here from Spade, he's leading the whole lobby at 10 and 5 currently. Been making some big plays for his team, getting some really crucial kills here. They have pushed a little bit too far now, and now Worriers is spawning in the power position over at Snipe side and posters. Warriors doing a good job, though, of stopping Dark Lord from doing too much over there. I also am going to make mention Warriors is doing a lot better job right now, I would say, than game one of shooting together. The assist totals show that.
Yeah, right now with
They're just kind of putting on a clinic here with
huh.
Lottery now trapped back again in yard and driveway area. Like, this is where you want the other team. You want them trapped in here. You want them down 12 kills at this point, feeling like they can't do anything. They can't so much as peek around a corner without catching 6 different kinds of hell for it.
Yeah, I did want to mention that for a second. It felt like the Lottery were just slightly encouraged to group up in that yard area, but then, as you were saying, your point, they acknowledged that they needed to spread out through the map, and it's led to them just being tricky deaths, but somehow Slick, with the nice awareness on the map rotation, gets the double kill before dropping and making Dark Lord and teammate just kind of flinch at Flowers as they both just take damage to that sticky and quick drops as Dark Lord drops again. And that's just a nice dominant display from Warriors, just from their ability to really catch the other team off guard. And this just seems like a fundamental Slayer, game we're seeing from Warriors, and Lottery just having a hard time responding to that snowball effect we just see in Solitude.
Definitely. And I also, again, just I hate to harp on it, but it just feels like Lottery are constantly on the back foot. They're constantly getting killed out individually. They're not shooting together the way that they were. They're just kind of up the creek without a paddle at this point, and Warriors doesn't have to necessarily even finesse anything, but some players not moving on there. I wonder if they have maybe given up or you have a crash. That is most unfortunate.
Well, yeah, I think we should maybe take a quick break as we figure out.
Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies for the delay once again. As we said previously, the score was 39-25 before all this unfortunate business happened. So Warriors only needs to get 11. Lottery needs a whole 25, and I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but Lottery, I don't think they're going to be able to get that in time here, as Warriors is already at the 6 kill.
Yeah, this is oof.
Quick's like, not if it happens, it's not because of me, as he gets that triple kill, as he is absolute. Nice play there.
That was the quickest triple kill we've seen all playoff season. in the HRL in the last couple weeks. Man, that was a terrible joke. But 2 more kills for Warriors right now. Lottery in the back foot, just trying to get their momentum. Maybe a light warm up here before we go into the recharge King of the Hill. And right there, I think that might be it, but we're just gonna, yeah, that usually takes a couple seconds to communicate with everybody that that's the score, or we're gonna keep going. That's just the beauty of you know, Halo Infinite right now. But quick gets the slay on fadeaway at C plat. I know that everybody might be a little confused. Yeah, I think there wasn't really someone shooting back there. Maybe the lobby host it doesn't realize that you know they can end the
After a little bit of
emotion by saying,
management.
"Oh, my brain and my heart say 2 different things," but that really is the situation. My heart is really rooting for these these people on Warriors, but my brain is saying Lottery are just a nasty, nasty team that I have the utmost respect for. So Glenn Falcon at bottom control, getting things started for us from our point of view as Lottery get the first touch on this battery's point.
Here we know. Our on board was Stoic, pushing into gold pipes, trying to get time on the hill. Ends up contesting it right now. He's trying to find the camo player in the hill. Gets the melee, but unfortunately does not take him down. Warriors putting more time on the board. Camo player finally goes down. That was Spade who had it. Fade away now. Then on bat ledge. But shots, keeping his teammate alive in the hill. But kind of now caught out because Lottery is pushing into gold. Takes down Life Killed. And communication was not happening because Dark Lord did not turn around for that call out. Assuming that was
Yeah.
made.
And right now, it feels like Warriors are prioritizing their power positions here. They're really prioritizing the height on the map, and we just saw Fade Away, drop into batteries for that objective time. But that was after securing that glass area, and it pays off. Even though Warriors dropped 3 members, they got the job done and secured this first point.
Absolutely. And then you have Spade, who is back at Hydro. He's kind of on his own right now. He's not going to try and do too much in terms of slaying, but he is going to contest as soon as his team starts pushing over. The Warriors push, however, defeated by Lottery as Dark Lord pushes out C-Plat, cleans up the last member of Warriors. All dead temporarily for Warriors. Fadeaway's finding an elevator, but does not stop Dark Lord from getting the camo. Does take him down, though, so that is effectively burnt. Fadeaway now trying to push with his teammates Select with a triple stack and trying to stop the hill, but the whole time this has been happening, Lottery's just been putting time on there. Dark Lord, the last member alive, just trying to live as long as he can, takes out 3 players, it looked like, from Warriors. Managed to stop them from getting much more time on this hill. Now Lottery, I feel like they're just going to sort of throw bodies at this problem. They're just going to throw bodies until they can get enough people in there to get those last few seconds that they need.
Yeah,
But
you see Warriors spawn in at A here and just run through control, and I guess it pays off in that instance, but it's going to be tough to do that consistently without securing another spawn.
yeah, I would say I don't like the idea of just throwing bodies at the problem, as it were. You do that in certain situations. There's plenty of times where it makes sense, but my thing with it is very simply that when you start getting desperate like that, you end up making mistakes.
Yeah, I was about to ask you, is this point Lottery getting lucky or Warriors just playing their hearts out right now as they should be able to get? I'm just gonna stop saying what I was about to say, and why as I say that, I should have continued to say what I was about to say as Warriors secure this second point in recharge King of the Hill.
Well, what I was seeing there is just Lottery was throwing their bodies at the problem. They were charging in, yes, and obviously you want to do that to get those last few points, but they were charging in kind of recklessly. They weren't doing a good push, and they had no reason to be desperate. This was not a situation where they had to get this hill or else they would 100% lose the game. They had a big lead in it. They had all the time in the world to set up a good push. I feel like, especially after that game 2 loss, they're trying to have a hard comeback and make a statement, but they need to just play their lives and work together more as a team. If they keep trying to force this, it is going to end poorly for them.
Yeah, right now it is just a sticky situation for Warriors as Dark Lord gets the double kill, finally finding some life in this lobby with the 8 and 10 KD.
Hey,
Is
you
going to
better take
be
a sip of your beverage. Here comes the BR again.
I was about to say they should be able to find damage with that
Triple
weapon, but
kill from
no,
Spade.
Spade just comes punching back with a nice badge of their own, picking up the shock rifle after dropping that green gun, finds the neck. So not the headshot, but enough for the body shot right there to register. And Spade doing the Lord's work right now, making things difficult, but Lottery able to just trap, or excuse me, Warriors able to contest that Whirlpool point.
All down temporarily for Lottery. I feel like I'm just hearing this. I'm saying the same thing over and over. I feel like they just keep getting caught out. They keep having to soar in as fast as they possibly can to contest the hill. And there are times where I understand that play, but they need to be pushing a little bit more together. Just because it feels like every time it feels like they're about to get a cap, all of a sudden one of them will die at a really awful time, and then all of a sudden, Warriors put another on the board. Not this time around, though, as Lottery goes up on the board. First one for them. Glenn Falcon now on our screens, controlling the C-Plat hill with one of his teammates. There is a Lottery player behind them. I wonder how that's going to go for him.
Dead.
Oh, it goes poorly.
Oof. Chaos 2v2 on the map right now. Quick is able to, or wasn't able to secure Hydro. Fade away on C-Plat, controlling that zone for the team in blue. Now, acknowledging that Lottery are trying to push off spawns. Maybe Lottery are a little staggered here. Should maybe be more hill time for Warriors if they don't get taken out, but chaos ensues, and now it's a 3-down situation for the team in blue out of what should have been a better play for them to hold their map position right there. But in the heat of the moment, I do believe I don't think a power item came up, but it seemed like it with everybody just being so frantic on the map.
I believe the camo did, but whoever got it almost immediately died after popping it. So, all in all, kind of a non-factor at that point. Lottery putting more time on the board for this hill, but good plays out of Warriors to clear them out of C-Plat. You have Quake alive and Hydro nades, but not for very long. And this kind of thing, like Warriors, they're able to just sort of push out. They don't have to necessarily get all the time all in one fell swoop. I kind of feel like this is the other thing that's kind of messing with Lottery right now, is it feels like they're trying to finish the hill off in one fell swoop without actually getting out of it. And the end result of it is that they just end up dying in the hill because it's in a fairly exposed place.
Yeah,
So here we have, even though Glenn Falcon could have gotten that last few seconds, here he is just running around Hydro, being a total pest, staying alive as long as he possibly can, playing Ring Around the Rosie with Life Killer and getting the killing spree on top of it. And there we go. Warriors now up 3-1 in this game. One more hill from them, and they will take it. And we'll go to a game number 4.
It's just fascinating to see how Warriors were playing that situation with such patience, and Dark Lord now maybe just checking every single corner that they can to not get shot in the back. And 3 members of the blue team are at bottom mid. Dark Lord gets the reversal into Killjoy onto Glenn Falcon, but still that bottom midpoint is in favor to Warriors.
Again, coming back to this, now Lottery is in that desperation situation. Now they can't afford to give up this hill. Now they're in the pretty unenviable position of having to put multiple bodies on this bottom mid hill, which is really in a worse spot even than batteries. And
Right,
here's
right.
Warriors already past the halfway point. You have Fadeaway with the sniper over at Hydro. Watching the approach now, and this is coming right down to it. Lottery, they kind of have to get control. They have to play out right now, and they go all down. This is it's pretty clinical out of Warriors here. They maintained control really well. They maintain control of power weapons really well, and
In streets, frankly, even if we have some finicky spawns here in Infinite. So Fadeaway getting us started here with teammates rushing into tires, trying to take out a member in red.
3 down off the rip for Lottery, but Lifekiller holding down the ball, trying to play this camo, looks like. The shotgun, and I'm betting that they would love nothing more than to get hold of this camo and shotgun combo. Unfortunately, does not. Glenn Falcon stealing that camo. Quick from Lottery, taking them down though, but all dead for Lottery. Warriors now in control of the ball. No, they did not get the camo, but yes, they are bringing the ball for just a minute toward the Lottery spawn. Gotta love that, as Spade quickly reversed course, went back into C. Lifekiller in hot pursuit. Coming from PD.
Yeah, the Spade and Lifekiller 1v1 is going to be so crucial. Lifekiller secures it, but still doesn't feel comfortable enough to pick up that objective. 2 members of Warriors are in the back area of the map, but somehow, oh my lord, Lifekiller doing amazing plays, but it's just not enough. Slick still comes in and sweeps 25 seconds of oddball time like it's nothing. Like that god play we just saw that was just absolutely disgusting, was just wiped away. That's gotta ding for Lottery for sure, especially in grand finals. I don't want to rub salt in the wound, but that's just the stakes that we're playing for right now. We're in championship time, everybody. It means something.
That it does, and Lifekiller made an incredible play there, but he was also kind of on his own again, and just especially at this level, cannot go without your teammates. You've got to have that support. If you don't, you're essentially just playing a 1v4, and it's not any kind of fun to be in that kind of position. But maybe this is where things turn for Lottery now. You have Pretty in Pink with the camo and the AR, and oh dear, Master's Curse comes in. And Master's Curse again as Glenn Falcon shoots his teammate in the head and gets taken down by Lifekiller, who is leading the lobby with 9 kills.
I feel like whenever someone picks up that shotgun, it's called out more than that camo. It's like, yeah, they have shotgun, they have shotgun, they have shotgun, just because of how frustrating it is getting killed by it, that 3-shot. No, it definitely is interesting seeing it in the HRL with these players that are not in the HSCS. You know, different levels call for different rules. With a nice nade shot from Glenn Falcon to continue to try to move the oddball in favor of Warriors, but it's just a mess right now all through that Palms area, leading into a nice exchange by Spade and company, taking down Lifekiller.
Still hopped on board with Spade here as he's working around ATM, trying to work with his team to get this ball back into Subway. Looks like that's where they are enjoying the setup most. Quick, taking down the ball carrier, 2 down, 3 down now for Warriors. Flick is just going to try and milk a little bit of time, as much as he can. Tries to repulse the ball away, but unfortunately kind of messes it up a little bit. Pretty in Pink now stealing the ball, trying to run this into Subway now. All members up for Lottery temporarily. Darkler going down. Pretty in Pink still getting time on the board. Lifekiller with a nice trade on Fadeaway. This is kind of exactly what Lottery needed. They needed this little break just to get some time on the board, get things kind of swinging back their way.
Yeah, if you just find a couple slays on the map out of nowhere, you just have your momentum, and things just start going your way. Ooh, Glenn Falcon
finding the camo player right there.
Just amazing plays to get those kills, to get that damage on the B-rail.
I'm just gonna call it like the attention to detail there, just seeing like the little edge of somebody who was popping the camo, the last little fringes before they become completely invisible, and taking the time
Oof.
to look for that person. I always appreciate little things like that. But here
They're
we are, Lottery
sweating in
taking
this
the
lobby.
lead. Oh yes, this is when you do it. This is all the marbles are on the table.
All the marbles.
56 to 53 and counting. Warriors fixing to take the lead once again from Lottery in this round number 1. Quick pushing up through subway stairs, trying to get the ball. Pretty in Pink takes him down. Takes down Fadeaway at C balcony. We have Slick, the last member alive for Warriors, making a solo push on B stairs. Ends up dying and not getting anybody else. I'm just going to point out Life Killer real quick. Take a look at this dude with 18, 6, and 9, leading the entire lobby still. The next highest person is Slick over with Warriors. And I would say Life Kill is definitely a big part of Lottery being up in this round. They are 85 points and counting. They're fixing to take this round.
Yeah, right there. It's just 87 to 62 is the score. 4 down for Lottery for a second. So Warriors have one final opportunity this round to gain the time that they need before Lottery can set up and just close this first round out.
And
Three
hey,
members
Lottery,
of
if you got a fly on the wall here, this is what I want. I want you to take it slow as Dark Lord gets the nice sticky launch. Take it slow. You need one good push. You get one good push, you should be able to close this round out in your favor. I'm hoping that they listen to me as Quick grabs the ball, runs it to Commando. 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. There we go. Lottery taking the first round. Life Kill is still leading the lobby with 22 kills. Most
yeah.
impressive.
I wanted to mention that for a second. I saw those Warriors just grouped up a little too tight on the map. Looked like Warriors were just going to take your advice there and just pick them apart one by one, and that they did. But that's the last round. This is the second round right now. Fadeaway gets the shotgun and the headshot on to the enemy at that planner's area, and just chaos, chaos, chaos. Warriors definitely want to close things out in map 4. I don't think they really want to go to a map 5 right now. It just feels like they're starting to play a little bit more, not desperate Halo, but anxious Halo, realizing that the title is on the line and they do not want to give the opposing team an inch.
Definitely do not, as they get a 25-point lead. Slick, the last member alive, just trying to put shots on the ball guy, does not do so. Lottery now holding down Subway, holding down C. Quick getting the caster's curse from Fadeaway. Fadeaway, let's see if he gets the caster's curse as he's trying to push up through ATM. And hey, yes he does. Gotta love that caster's curse sometimes. Maybe not if you're playing though.
Yeah, things are almost tied up here with Lottery trying to play that ball outside of C. 2 down for Lottery as Slick just starts to move with confidence throughout the map. Even though the lead has pivoted for the opponent, I feel like Slick is just playing as if they're in the lead. Gets a nice double kill, maybe the triple, does not, but gets information for their team. But it's unlucky. Unlucky right there. Pretty in Pink staying calm in that situation, grabbing the oddball, realizing that they had teammates to help out.
And again, I was talking about earlier with on ball being able to rotate the ball a little better, and even if you're maybe not as strong in the slaying department, being able to get a win. Lottery is kind of showing that off. Most of their slaying power is concentrated right now in Life Killer, but they're doing a better job of rotating the ball and making those pushes. Fadeaway, though, grabbing the ball temporarily with the camo, throwing it to his teammate over at A. They're doing a good job staying alive with this thus far. I like the patience that he's showing. And now Warriors is kind of in a nice classical A setup. As we have Fadeaway working with one of his teammates, Spade, looks like, yep, over in tires. Lottery does manage to stop the ball but Life Killer kind of soaring out. I feel like maybe he might be overextending himself just a little bit, trying to support his team. But I would have said, stay up in A tower, be a pest, let your team catch up to you.
Mhm. Yeah, it's back and forth, back and forth. It takes me back to the first map we saw on Solid or Interference Strongholds, excuse me, where no team had a strong lead throughout the entire map until the very end. And right now, in this second round of Oddball, that's what I'm seeing. With Spade trying to stay alive at back A, does not. So Lottery should be able to swing the momentum back to their favor, but maybe not for long as Warriors continue to put pressure in that PD and make Lottery just hesitate. That Oddball is in the open with only 2 seconds. Well, now 1 second. Never mind. Things are tied, and Warriors found the lead once again with Lottery spawning at C and having to push as a unit. Or else, if they don't have a good push here, it's going to be a spiraling situation that Warriors will only be too happy to see, unfold.
Old push to bottom middle. I'm not really agreeing with it. They ended up killing the player in tires, but there is a Warriors player on the field who got away with the camo. I'm not sure which one of them did. As Darklark picks up the nice perfect kill on Slick, and it looks like it might be. Oh no, it is not the shotgun player. Seriously enough.
Yeah, just badge on badge in this lobby. And as Pretty in Pink gets taken out right there, I did kind of mention just briefly, they're sweating in this lobby. It is grand finals in our Challenger division. Oh no, contender, excuse me.
Oh,
So just
this is Challenger.
Challenger, yeah, thank you. It's just bad. It's just been the last 2 days just been
Oh,
Challenger,
the
contender,
clock has been
Challenger,
stopped.
contender.
90,
But right there,
99 to 55 counting.
yeah.
And Falcon trying to end this round and force it to a round number 3. And there we go. Round number
Just
3 now. All comes down to this.
while we're looking to get things started in the round number 3, I did want to peek at that scoreboard real quick and shout out Life Killer. Even though they just dropped the round, they're at 31 slays. So I know we kind of broke down one of their plays earlier in the match. So hopefully they take our feedback and start to just utilize their teammates here. Maybe bait their teammates or have their teammates bait them a little bit for some extra damage being created from their team. Warriors right now have the shotgun in hand and are the aggressors in this situation, realizing that if they have 2 down for the enemy, they're going to take that oddball and just milk every single second of that objective time they can.
That they are. That they are. And Glenn Falcon kind of caught out in the open right now, holding the ball at benches. Pretty in pink. Pushing out with Darklark, trying to stop him. Picks up the kill on Slick. And also trying to watch their back for the camo player. I believe they might have lost him there. Camo player went back, and yep, there's Spade over at benches. Showing great patience here with Lottery. And camo runs out at probably the worst possible time that you could think of. As now Lottery is holding down the ball in C once again. This is where they had the success in round number 1. When Falcon pushing up C stairs, runs into 3 players, and immediately reconsiders his life choices, but somehow stays alive for so long. Had me
Yeah,
thinking he was about to get away.
Lottery have to start feeling their adrenaline. They gotta by now start feeling their confidence go up. Just Warriors might start, worrying a little bit about the momentum that they had starting to slip away. Glenn Falcon gets a double kill off screen while Dark Lord tries to respond before getting taken out. 4 down for Lottery right there, so Warriors don't really have much to worry about for long, as they should be able to tie things up. Camo is up, and oh my lord, Slick with a nice back smack, trying to utilize that power item once again. 39-37 is the score. Slick gets taken out. Maybe, I can throw in the term gotten average right there. Maybe they should have utilized that power item a little bit better, but things are still very, very close, so don't have much to criticize for long.
Definitely could have been more patient, but I also understand the engagement there. Uh, 42 to 42 now. The game is all tied up. Glenn Falcon roaming around C with the ball and with the shotgun, trying to find somebody. Life Killer still leading the lobby with 38 kills, but Warriors coming up on the slays now. 31 out of Slick, 27 out of Fadeaway, 25 out of Glenn Falcon. Warriors definitely doing the better job of slaying out right here. That doesn't necessarily guarantee victory with Oddball, but sure is a lot easier. Pretty and
Yeah,
Pink trying their best to stay alive over at B Rail. Unfortunately, going down. Life Killer going down. 3 dead for Lottery. And again, I feel like they need to get back to that fly on the wall advice. They
yeah.
are back to kind of solo pushing quite a lot, and it's hurting them in the long run as this lead continues to inch ever closer to the 100-point mark and ever closer to a Game 4 victory for Warriors. I'm seeing
Yeah,
a push develop now over on the Purple Street side, but Warriors, they just need to rotate this ball over to Driveway, over to PD. Lottery needs to do their best to intercept it. It looks like they did successfully. They're pinching now on the ball carrier, and this is kind of their opportunity. This is sort of they have essentially one good push if Lottery goes all down. They have one good push to break a
oof,
potential
oof.
Warrior setup. As Pretty and Pink says, I don't really want to push. I really want to just win the game right now.
That was nasty, nasty slay from Pretty in Pink, but we can't celebrate that one for too long as Pink gets taken out and Warriors, man, making me eat my words. How many times have we said that this series of this team are definitely starting to worry and hesitate on the situation as Glenn Falcon holds this oddball. Warriors should be able to take the Challenger Premade title for this season of HRL. That must feel great. Score